What's going on, people? Thank you for tuning in. This is called Finish the Race. Um, it's about overcoming adversity, specifically on depression, anxiety, any mental barriers that you've encountered, and things that I've used that have helped me deal with it and overcome those things, and things that the guests are going to share with what they use and how they overcame those topics and things that we struggled with. So today, the first guest is somebody that is very special to me, very talented individual, somebody that has overcame some adversity and is going to share with you today. Jay Clean.
What's up, y'all? How's y'all day going? How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Ozzy?
Going good. Filled up on some pork, but I'm feeling all right. Feeling all right. So we're carrying over from the ISAC Yardbird podcast, and we are keeping the cookie jars included. They're awesome, and I love them.
Heck yeah.
People getting uh, becoming a part of the podcast when they're not privileged to sit where you're sitting. You know. So why don't you go ahead and pick one of them out?
All right, I got you. First thing you noticed about someone.
There we go. That's a good one. What do you notice?
Um, Kane be rocking the headband.
Do you notice headbands, people? Like you notice headbands on people? That's the first thing. This is
Yeah,
like generalized. Like you walking down the street. That's the
Oh.
first thing you notice.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just doing a general. Okay. Um, their eyes.
Yeah.
Their eyes maybe, and then how they walk,
Mm.
and then whether they look down or up a lot. And then our probably those are probably the top three things. But the first thing would be the eyes maybe.
Yeah. Mine's definitely the eyes.
Yeah.
Use like, because most of the time in encounters with people that you don't already know, it's just kind of like that touch and go. It's like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And you like, however they respond. The words like don't really mean nothing, but you see it in their eyes.
Yeah, eyes can say a lot about somebody
Yeah.
too.
Windows to the soul.
Yeah, because some people, some people you can just see that pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of pain, well, tell me about your childhood.
What you want to know?
Um, Basically, parents, how your relationship was with them when you were being brought up. Your relationship with your siblings, and how that relationship has like changed over time. But kind of just focus on like the building of it right now,
Okay,
and then
so
just things that you dealt with as a child.
growing up, um, my dad was in around was he was around until like I was like 3 or 4, but like it wasn't enough to like to remember with. And then he got on he had got on drugs again, and then he went to prison. And for he went to prison until I was like 10 or 11, 12 maybe. And then we didn't have, but I know we didn't have a bond again until I was like 12. And then so basically my whole childhood from like 4 on up, I didn't. It was just my mama raising me, and then so my sister Jazz, I have 6 sisters and 2 brothers. Hold on, that could have been wrong. It's a lot. Yeah, so 5 sisters and 2 brothers. 5 sisters and 2 brothers, and then
Are those all like,
no. So I only have one sister on my mom's side. The rest is on my dad's side.
wow?
Yeah, and then 2 of the sisters actually have the same mama.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so my sister Jazz, which is the one that's on my mom's side. Um, she stayed with us until late middle school for her. And then she moved away because she was getting bullied and stuff. And then she moved with her dad. Excuse me, about 30 minutes away. And then And then some of my other sisters would they would come and stay too, if they need a place to stay. Because although my mom and dad were kind of separated, my mom was still close with that side of the family.
So did you see much of your step siblings growing up?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even consider them step siblings though,
Okay.
or I mean we can have, but I wouldn't even like see it like that for real. Just like my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said your sister got bullied through I get like just in middle school or elementary school?
I believe. I believe it was just then. I think when she went into a move with her dad, things got better with the
Okay.
bullying. Yeah.
Did you ever face that growing up?
I would say so, but I would say so, but it wasn't to like a real bad extent as I would think my sister had it. But I would say kind of yes, and then feel like they would all make fun of my stuttering and shit, and then but like I would fight about it. My sister she didn't fight, so yeah I would and like it would just get me down and stuff, and then I had like suicidal thoughts at one point as a kid, but they didn't really last long. But this one time I did hold a knife to my chest. Then I was like, I just can't do this. I just can't do it no more. And then I was like, I don't know what made me stop, but I was like, did this ain't no way. I'm still a kid and stuff like that. And then I asked for the knife down.
Dang.
Maybe
How
maybe
old were you then?
maybe looking part. I was like 8 or 9, and then maybe looking back on it now, I just maybe wanting to feel the sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of like I know like a lot of people that like cut. I
Yeah,
remember
maybe I
seeing
was.
that.
That's where I was close to that point, maybe, but I,
Is
I, I don't know.
is that just people I view it and it may be completely wrong. I view that as like trying to feel pain there so you don't feel pain somewhere else.
Yeah,
Is that what you think it is?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I was talking to one person, then they told me that they cut themselves because they just wanted to feel something. That was like they just
Dang,
felt totally numb and they just wanted to feel something.
that's so sad. I feel like there's probably a lot more of that going on now.
Yeah,
Maybe not cutting, but just people feeling numb.
yeah, but
So
I'm not sure how long they were doing it for though. But
yeah.
yeah, that's what they told me. I'm not sure what other people's reasons are, but that's what they told me.
So suicidal thoughts as kids, I think a lot of people don't really think about kids as being suicidal because
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people look back on their childhood and see, oh yes, running around playing, no responsibilities, no worries. But if you went through something really traumatic as a child, you probably had to grow up quicker because you faced something super hard at a young age that
Yeah.
forced you to be introspective at an age when you can't even you don't even know what introspective means, but you're doing it. So that moment when you said, I'm holding a knife to my chest, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm a kid and I'm trying to do this. What am I doing? So what brought you out of that mindset of I want it all to stop, and the answer to stopping is harming myself? What brought you out of that mindset?
Probably the church background.
Yeah.
If you kill yourself, you're going to hell. Stuff like that.
Okay.
So maybe I can see that playing a role. Maybe in the back of my head. I think, and then I don't know. Just me feeling like maybe it's not that serious. Maybe it's not that deep. Yeah,
So have you dealt with your stutter your whole life?
yeah.
Does anybody like is that I don't even know, is that hereditary? What is that? Where does it come from?
So as far back as I know, that my dad has it, and then that it can be hereditary. But my dad told me that his stutter stopped when his dad passed away when he was 14.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
Did he say like why he thought that was, or just overnight just
No, he just said I don't want to go into the full story, but
yeah, that's
he
fair.
said that he said once his dad died, the stutter stopped. But his dad was also real mean to him and abusive.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What was your relationship like with your dad growing up? I know
Um.
you missed a few years with him, but
Um. At first, it was a little rocky because like we didn't know each other, and then things are way better now. Like I talk to him more than I used to, and then we actually went to DC together a couple months ago, and then but uh it was there, but it was I would see him like every 3 months or so,
yeah.
and then he paid child support and stuff like that, but he's a good dad. I don't know. It's just I don't know. He kind of missed a lot out of like 12 years. You feel me? So like
Hmm.
we like do something together. Like I'll go to his beach. I mean I'll go to his house. His house is in Wilmington, and then I'll stay there for about a week. We did that for about 3 straight summers,
Hmm.
and then so we had a pretty decent relationship after he got out of prison.
So how do you feel like your childhood? Did you feel like the bullying that you had when you were younger affected how you carried yourself later on in life?
Oh yeah, I looked at somebody that's like that's not doing so well in life, and then like maybe there's someone that's like not doing so well, and someone that's down on themselves, and someone just tired of it all. I try to look at it from their point of view and their perspective,
Hmm.
and try and see what's going on with them. And then, like, because you never know what's truly going on with somebody unless you ask them. Because like you walk around with a smile all day, and that person is the most suicidal person. Like
Yeah,
Like Robin Williams, he was like a happy guy supposedly, I think, and then he killed himself.
that's what he tried to show to the world, but that was just the cocaine speaking for him. Dude, that man was. I didn't even realize it was that bad. Him and Kobe were like the only famous people whose deaths I cried over. Like it really affected me.
Who's Ham and Kobe?
Huh?
Who's Ham and Kobe?
Him and Kobe.
Oh, him and Kobe. I just said Ham and Kobe.
Not Ham.
Okay, my bad.
No. But I watched a documentary about Robin a few weeks ago, and I had thought the cocaine kind of worked its way into his life once he got like super famous. But I mean, he was already like his mind was already that quick and that sporadic, and everything he did was just on a whim, and it was not reckless at the time, but I guess the cocaine sort of like made him more reckless and unable to find peace wherever he was at any given moment. But he started doing coke heavy when he was doing uh what's it called? Mark. I don't know, something where he like plays an alien or something. Like some
Oh,
TV show. And they
oh,
said he
TV
was
show. I don't know. I don't
wild.
know.
But then it just got bad like the more movies he did. Um did you ever do like drugs?
Other than weed, um,
If you can talk of like
I
if that's
done
a bad question we can move on
I
from
done
it.
no, I ain't done no crazy drugs.
Okay.
So I done weed, Percocet. I tried Percocet once.
Mhm.
I done Adderall about 3 or 4 times. I kind of like Adderall. I get Adderall. You do some schoolwork.
Yeah.
I wrote a song in like 1 hour.
Really.
Yeah, bro. Adderall go crazy, but you gotta be careful with that one because this it's so effective. Like I kind of like this.
Yeah.
That's actually why I don't do it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
dangerous. I don't
yeah,
want to try it. Because
yeah.
if I get that from if I get that from Finn, I get oh my goodness, I lock in. For like a
Yeah,
solid hour 15. I'm just super focused.
yeah,
Nothing can
bro.
distract me.
Yeah, bro. The last time I took Adderall was on when I- was on was when I wrote that song. I said it on my bed like this for an hour straight
Oh my god.
and finished it. I was like, damn.
Dang. Looked up, you realize he ain't blinked in an hour.
Yeah. No.
Dang. Um, so on the topic of
Oh, and I've
adversity.
done shrooms.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you feel alright, so how much did you do of that?
I did and eighth of it the our first time.
Did you do that out of like fun, or you wanted to?
I've always kind of wanted to try it, so I guess I did out of fun. Yeah,
Okay,
fun.
okay. But I know a
I've
lot.
only done it twice.
Did it affect you
What you
afterwards?
mean?
Like, did it change your mindset or how you viewed the
I
world?
say it changed it for the better. Now I know some people saying it changed my mindset. Now I'm fucked up, or now I see things differently and stuff
Yeah,
like. I wouldn't say like that, but I say I just thought more deeper, and I say it changed my mindset for the better, but like not crazy drastically.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you going back to your childhood. You get back up with your dad at 12, right? That's when you start building a relationship with him. What was it like living in a single parent household
Uh,
for what was that, 8 years, 8 9 years,
yeah. Well,
or
it's
was
always
he?
been a single parent until my mom got married when she was when I was in eighth grade actually. I don't know because like I don't have anything to compare it to. I never had the opportunity to live with a.
I just mean like, what was your day like?
Oh well,
Like you come on, you wake up, you go
I
to school, you
I
come home.
wake up, get on the bus at like 5:50,
Yeah,
and then go to school, come back. My mama goes to work, and she gets off around like 5. Get home like 5:30. Um, I clean, do homework. Um, I'm pretty sure if I was like 8 or 7, I did something bad, and I got a whooping,
hmm,
and then she cooked, clean. Then we go to sleep, and then we go to church. Every Sunday growing up, I was at church.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it was just I don't know. My mama she tried to play both roles as good as she could. I would say, and then I'm always love her for it. But I would always would like to have my father there as during my childhood, and then because I would see like the other kids in neighborhoods like playing ball with their father, and like, I'm like, damn, why can't mom be here,
Yeah.
or something like that. But I feel like my mama she tried the best she could. She put me in every sport, from baseball to basketball to football to soccer, and then she would fight with me. She'll play with me, and then stuff like that. So I feel like she did the best she could.
This guy that is good, I'm good friends with. He didn't have. He had four different dads coming in and out of his house, like throughout his childhood. Like mom would divorce, remarry, divorce, remarry, divorce, remarry. So he had a lot of different personalities coming in trying to play the father figure role. And his view on it now is like, I don't want to be that at all. Like he doesn't want to be there for just a short period of time and then, you know, for lack of better words, mess it up and move on to something else. Do you feel like you view it that way? Is that something you worry about to where you're like, I hope I don't, and then fill in the blank?
Well, growing up, I kind of used my father as a role model to this is what you not do when you're a father.
Mm-hmm.
So in that aspect, I did that. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna be there for my kids. I'm not gonna do crack, coke, shit like that. And then so in that way, I guess I did that because of I looked at all his mistakes. I'm like, damn, I got to be better than him. I
Mm.
can't I can't do what he did.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just like something every boy has or every man has, but it's like I want to be better than my dad, and even I feel that. But I also like I'm like big shoes to fill because I also have no idea what it's like to be a dad. That's kind of, I don't know. That's scary. Trail, can you tap in on that? Because I know you're you're a dad of three.
What it's like to be a father?
Yeah, how heavy is that burden? Is it a burden?
Is it a burden to be a father? I would say it depends on the person's mindset. If you were at the point in life to where you want kids, then no, because your focus is taking care of your children. You find joy in the interaction, or maybe the hustle and bustle of like, I gotta go out and buy my kid a pair of shoes for football, or I gotta hit real life struggle. I gotta pay $210 for what's it, a leotard that she's gonna wear for
Right.
like 5 competitions, and then the next season I gotta go and pay another $300 for another leotard.
Yeah.
For the so
Yeah.
like, but it's to me it's fun. Like it's really the struggle. Can I go out here and hustle up these funds real quick and make sure the rent is paid and make sure the light bill is good and make sure we got gas getting back and forth and make sure they can eat and give them the little luxuries of life. So for me it's a joy, but I'm at that point in life where I was ready for a family. So if mentally, you guys are a little younger than me, so you might not be at that point. You might still be or some people like the party lifestyle. I like the hustle and bustle of the city. So for a person in that mindset, no, a kid probably isn't the best thing. So that's my answer. If I
Did you feel like you wanted to be better than your dad
do,
in
I
any
feel like I
aspect?
wanted to be. I think my father was my example. That I want to be better than him. I think everybody has. Or everybody could say they want to be better, or
Just to some extent,
yeah,
like
right.
Yeah, and I think I think a father will want their son to be better than
yeah.
their yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I can agree with that.
Yeah, I used to hate my dad as a kid.
Really?
Yeah. And then I started asking him questions, and then I got a better understanding.
Hmm.
And now I love him again. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you hold hate in your heart for anybody or anything?
No, no,
No.
no. I feel you can't for. It's hard to forgive somebody when they truly hurt you, especially when that person ain't said sorry to your face.
Hmm.
But you can't move on with yourself holding that burden. So as much as it's, and you don't even have to forget about it. Just for you can forgive him, but just don't let it happen again. Use that past accident as a way to improve your future stuff. So like if that same situation happens again, just move on for it, and you know what to do now.
That's big.
So you can't let your past angers be holding you hostage from your future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do they say? The past is if you're living in the past, it's depression. If you're living in the future, it's anxiety. So you're focused on things that haven't happened and may or may not happen. You're anxious about it.
Yeah, but even I still like dwell on the past just a little bit. Like, dang, if I could have done this different, things could have been done different. But like,
Yeah.
everyone's life and path is different, so you can't. As long as you don't judge your people. I also know people have a problem with going on Instagram or social media in general and judging their life off someone else's. Just don't do that, and like, because everybody moves at their own pace and own time and own stuff. Just as long as you own your shit and you minding your business and you in your own lane and you on your own planned pace, you should be all right.
Dang. Have you had to forgive anybody recently? That it was like really, because I can feel it like in my chest when I know like you gotta drop this, dude. You gotta let it go. Have you had that recently where you had to let something go like that?
Back in May, and it wasn't even like my situation. It was like it involved like my two friends,
Mm-hmm.
and like it just hurt my heart because like damn, bro. But yeah, I had to let that go because like it just wasn't my battle. But like I kind of felt like I should be helping out, but it's not my battle. So I kind of had to let that go.
Okay. But How was it affecting you though? Like, was it deterring the pace that you were going at for what your goals and stuff? Or?
No, I just have a big heart, and then I just felt like that they were just, I don't know, they weren't beefing, but it felt like they were.
Okay.
So like I wanted to like just stop it and like just make it.
You're trying to be the peacemaker.
Yeah, yeah, but I realized no, this ain't my fight.
Okay. So.
But that was the last time I felt like that. Probably about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Probably about 2 years ago.
Take me there. What's going on?
My friend had sex with my ex-girlfriend, and I didn't know about it until like a year later.
Oh. Was it like a good friend?
I would say so.
Or before it happened?
But when it happened, supposedly we weren't that close then.
Dang.
Supposedly.
Did y'all go back a long way?
Yeah, a young little bit, but it's okay. It's okay now.
I was about to say, how long did it bother you for a while?
Oh yeah, and plus I can't just let something like even if it's like a small thing, I can't just like let something just like ease off my mind. So like yeah, I dwelled on it for a little minute.
How'd you get past it? How'd you get over it?
We talked about it, and then we talked about everything, and we didn't talk after we talked to each other. We didn't talk to each other for like a good few months, and then we seen each other again some months later, and then we talked about it again, and then that's when we dabbed each other up. But we ain't been the same since. But it's cool. But I just told myself is meant to be, and my life is gonna come. And then whether that's a friend or a girlfriend, it's gonna come. So I don't need to just be dwelling on it and being mad about it for months to come, because it's just not healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy. Yeah.
So now how old are you now?
22.
22.
That happened 3 years ago. I said 2.
Okay. Was it like shortly after y'all broke up
What?
when you slept with her?
No, we were broken up for a while. When that happened, I think we were broken up for a few months.
Then that was your girl, dog.
Huh?
You can't be mad at him. See, you putting energy into a situation.
You see, and then I also thought about that, like, yeah.
That was your girl. She was fair game, man. And see, you gave her and him power over you, because now you focused on what was in the past. Like, if it was important to you, then you should have been pursuing her, trying to get her back. Y'all to establish whatever y'all had built in the time before you had broken up, and not giving this dude a chance to slide in and get in her panties. That's real man coming from grown man gang. Like, that wasn't your girl, man. And this is how I've always looked at it.
I didn't explain that whole situation all the way, because it's a lot to get into. But
I'm gonna go deeper. This is the analogy that me and my wife took to each other into our relationship. Were you a virgin when I met you? Were you the purest of pure, holier than thou? The answer was no, from both of us. And why are we tripping on what happened in the past? And we can't change that. We can affect what we do right now and how we feel about each other. Because people used to get caught up in that, oh man, you slept with my homeboy and she tainted. And listen, I'd have horror stories. I'm not gonna, this is y'all podcast, I'm not gonna get into that. But a lot of times we can put too much emphasis on the wrong things that really don't matter in life. Because at the end of the day, did she make you happy? Did you make her happy? Were y'all happy together? Did y'all find happiness in each other's company? That's the most important thing. If they not in the room with y'all when y'all kicking it, then it don't matter. I'm done. Y'all go back to it.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
This is why you're here. God, I love you.
I wish I could tell this whole story, but But
You
it's
can.
not
We got
worth it. No,
time.
no,
If you don't want to, that's cool too.
Because I really don't want to. Cause I like to put my life. Cause I'm thinking about.
Yeah, don't get mad again.
Yeah, nah. I'm thinking about the whole shit again. She really fucking lied about that shit. But it's okay. Let's just we can edit all that out, right?
We can edit out what we need to edit out.
Okay.
You want to move on? Do you want to touch on it? We ain't got to go deep.
Yeah, but can we exit it out though?
Edit what?
What I'm about to say?
If you don't, if you want us to eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, man, because like back to the part where she isn't my girl. That's right. When it happened, but when we were getting back together, he's not involved in this now. I guess not. But it's on her. We had a full conversation. I didn't do nothing, da 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 with nobody, da 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 da. I told her everything that I did. Yeah, I had sex. Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, yes, I seen those. So yes, I seen so and so. She told me a pure lie. We are dating now. In the midst of dating, on my birthday, she gets drunk and tells me I had sex with him a year ago.
Yeah, that's just immaturity. Y'all young. So, I'd say that's two things. One is the fear of what will happen, the response when I tell you this bad information, so I lie to you, as we're in a relationship, right? And then the other part is the immaturity that, again, we are just two people that are together, choosing to create happiness together. I can tell you anything. If you're my best friend, my partner is my best friend, and we should be able to have any conversation. Trust me, it ain't no tougher conversation than tell your wife of years that you slept with somebody else. That's a hard one because you see what I'm saying. Now it's a different commitment. The commitment to God in front of people that care about you as well, saying that we're gonna be together and for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, all of that stuff, and then you go out and make a mistake like that. So if you can overcome that, it's just fear. Y'all are young, and if it's meant to be, then it'll be. Just like y'all got back together. I don't know if this is a real time situation.
Oh no, it's not real time.
But yeah, that's the answer to it. It's just fear and immaturity, youth. Experience comes through living, and y'all got a lot more living to do.
Like you said, like what's meant to be is gonna be.
The
that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't got no experiences with this, so I'm glad Terrell could tap in. I didn't know where to go with this. I was just gonna make something up, like, you know what, this one time.
You know what, this one time.
That's good though, like believe in what you said, where it's like what's meant to be is gonna be. And everything that happened before is just a step closer to where you're supposed to be. It's tough, sometimes you're going to step on a nail, but as long as you put the other foot in front of it and you keep going, you still made progress. It might hurt, but you just got to keep going. Yeah. So I think you got a good mindset now. And
actually, I think that situation made me start writing music. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I started writing scripts first, and then it was music.
So do you think that was you tapping in, trying to figure out how to overcome adversity?
Yep, that can be a good one.
Yeah.
Yep. Writing out my emotions.
Putting pen to paper?
Yes, and then also my dad was telling me for years, whenever you feel mad, just write out how you feel.
Dang.
So
that's
I guess
wild.
Yeah.
So how has that helped you deal with situations that came after that? With writing stuff down.
It's helped me be more calm about it, about everything. I can say, or that could just come with maturity. I don't know, but yeah, it's helped me be more calm with everything. Only time I just write stuff down is on when I write a song though. What my dad meant was like, I feel angry.
Yeah.
But I don't do that. When I was writing it just soothes my mind and it helps me calm down, and when I just feel like I just need to mellow out, and after a long day, writing just does it.
That's nice. I think it is like it's strange how big of a relief it is, but it's just you using an action and physically like getting those emotions out in a healthy way, and you don't even realize like how much it helps until you do it consistently. You
Yeah.
keep doing it, and I've kind of fallen off of that. My mom had got me a journal a few years back. I didn't put nothing in it for a long time, but I took a trip up to DC in August, and I just all I wrote down was like what I was seeing and what I like the smells that I smelled, what I felt when I was riding on the metro into the city and stuff, and it makes me more appreciative. I think because I'm forcing myself into the mindset of like wherever I'm at, it's like okay, you're gonna write about this later today, and just saying that makes me I don't know, it makes me focus more on what's actually happening in the present moment because I have a tendency of kind of like drowning out, like floating out. Like I'm there, but I'm not present. You know. Um, so writing music, you've got how many albums you got out?
I only got one
Just the
album,
one now.
but I'm dropping the EP next week.
Okay.
We'll have 5 songs, but 4 songs really. The first song is just the intro.
Right.
So 4 songs. Yeah, that's coming out next week.
Can you say when the album's dropping?
No, I can't no more.
Okay.
Cause I need some more time.
Okay.
That's also why I'm dropping the EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in your first album, it's called Roller Coaster of Love. Were those, were these songs based on real life experiences?
Yes. Yes.
Do you go back and listen to it? Do you
What?
listen to your own music?
Yes. So.
Does it put you back in that moment of when you're writing it, or does it put you back in the moment of what you felt in the time that inspired that song?
It all depends on the song, though. Like if I listen to "Goodbye Too Soon," it puts me back into those experiences of what I'm writing about. If I'm listening something like "Away" that don't have a much emotional attachments, I look at that as like I can think about when I was writing it, and like that was a cool thing to write about. So it all depends on the song, I guess.
I was listening to music on the way down here from Boone, and I think I had to skip "Goodbye Too Soon" twice, cause that puts me back in a time. Man. It does, and it hurts, but it's like every once in a while I let it play, and I'll be like, all right, you gotta feel this right now.
Yeah, I be skipping it too sometimes. Yeah. It came in my shuffle.
It's tough though. Why do we focus, Antro? Why do we focus on women from our past so much? What's the answer to that? And how do we stop
the
doing
way
that?
he walking up, he know the answer.
I know what
he walking up.
Because it's something that you miss. It's something that you haven't let go of. And typically, from my experience, it would have been womb. Like, but a great man told me something that changed my perspective. He said, all pussy look the same when the lights are off. It's powerful, right? Why we get so hung up on something that it's the same. Doesn't matter size, shape, black, white. All pussy looks the same when the lights are off. It is the same. It's the same thing. So now, what we think we're chasing is that physical connection, but it's really the emotional and the spiritual connection with that particular person. So, my answer again would be, is something that we're seeking from that person that we're attached to that we aren't ready to let go of. For some people, it's womb. For some people, it could be the emotion, how I felt when she made me laugh, or like we had fun together, whatever. Like, yeah, you missing that connection.
And now we just spend the rest of our life trying to find it again. Dang. It's hard to deal with, too. Trying to find somebody.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Shit gonna
wondering
be
if you
quick.
should find somebody.
Yeah.
I feel like I have, like, the problem of I'll have these moments of like, oh, it'd be nice to, have somebody to hang out with and share stuff with, and they share stuff. We just, like Antrell said, make happiness together. That's beautiful. Um, and then I'll look, and then like I'll try it out, and I'll be like, why should I? I'm gonna end up hurt. I'm gonna end up hurting them. But I know it's a risk like I gotta take. You
Yeah.
gotta put yourself out there.
So you're scared of getting hurt? Is that why you don't pursue?
Probably.
Which comes back to fear.
Yeah.
False evidence appearing real.
I don't know.
The brain makes this stuff up.
Mm-hmm. Brain's a son of a bitch.
The brain is a son of a bitch.
I want a relationship again, but I want to I want one again when I'm in the right predicament for my own life. Like I want to make sure that like I'm really able to like provide and be the good man / boyfriend I can be as the best I can.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and I don't feel like I'm in that place in life yet.
That's how I've been feeling lately, and I'm okay with that. I ain't trying to rush into anything, but I also wonder like how long am I going to tell myself that story? Like how many times do I have to say I have to be in the right place until I convince myself that I am?
Yeah, I've been telling myself like a year and a half.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think it's important like focusing on yourself, getting yourself right, because if you can't, like you use the word provide. What did you mean by that?
Like be there for her emotionally and like if she just really like needs you to drive to like from Sanford to like an hour and a half away because she needs you because her car broke down, and she need help paying for AAA or something like that. Just being there whenever she needs it, like on the dot, I guess.
Yeah.
Not on the dot, just making sure like I'm good and she's good at the same time. And like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just not there yet.
Yeah. Are you scared?
No,
Just in general.
Just I guess so a little bit. It is a commitment too.
I mean, just like, not even a relationship, just going through life.
Scared of life.
Yeah. Like, scared of the next 5 years, the next 10 years.
I don't know. I was more scared when I was like 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I don't feel this. I don't know. I had a little bit more worries when I was 17.
I feel that.
I don't know. About the world at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cause you just really haven't been exposed to it yet.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect for the next 5.
I always hated the
In a
question.
good way.
Yeah, I always hated that question when people would be like, "Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?" And I would hate it because I could never give them an answer, and so I would make something up. But, oh, I'm gonna do this and this. I'll be here and doing that. And every time I said it, I didn't believe it because I knew. One, I knew that's not what I wanted to do, and two, I can't look that far ahead.
Yeah.
Like there's goals that I have for things I want to accomplish career-wise, mentally, emotionally, physically. Like I have smaller goals like that, but I can't. I look at the question now and I'm like, that's a silly question. One, you can't control anything that happens. You can write down step by step. I'm gonna wake up at 6:01. I'm gonna turn right and get out of my bed. You can put it down to the T, but something will just come out of nowhere and sweep your feet out from under you.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what verse it is, but the Bible talks about how like calling out the foolishness of man to say what is going to happen tomorrow. just tomorrow how foolish it is. And I don't know, that hit home with me when I read it. And I was like, okay,
Because we have no control for real.
no,
Only Big G.
yes, sir. Absolutely. You said you had a church background growing up. What is that relationship with the church like now for you?
Well, we don't go to the same church as we used to as I was growing up. We probably left that church when I was 15, and we've been going to CPMs ever since then. And I visited my home church a couple times since I left though, and I always got love for them folks always. But CPM's cool too. I like CPM a lot. It's a great home vibe.
But what about, I guess I meant more your relationship with God.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. I should have worded it different.
um, I read the Bible this morning.
Okay.
I read it yesterday morning.
What are you reading through right now?
I read Matthew last night. I just started it though. Yeah, so that's the book I'm on now. When I was in basic training, I read the whole book of Revelations, but for some reason I didn't read much more. So now I'm starting back. This is the first week of me starting back on reading the Bible actually.
Okay.
So give me some good luck on that. I'm trying to stay very
Absolutely.
very diligent on it.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, but God's been with me my whole life. Some people say they just believe in God because of their parents win church and stuff like that, and I could probably say the same thing until years ago, until I got my own test, and then God just showed me who He was
Mm.
and what He can do, and then to just have faith and trust in Him, and then He can make things happen. It may not take an hour, next week, month. It can sometimes take years, but you just if you just trust in Him, and then things He can make things happen. But then you also have to realize that this isn't our only life. Our life is in heaven, so things may like hell on earth for you, but I promise you, there is a heaven. Just keep the faith.
Yeah.
So I just me and God been rocking for a while, man.
Good.
That's my dog right there. Shout out Big Jesus too, man. They always keep me welcome and warm.
How is your relationship with God uh, helped you deal with any kind of mental barriers or adversity that you faced?
Um, it gives me some comfort, I would say. To know that like maybe something didn't happen as the way I wanted to plan, but I know that it's not always my plan. It's it's really all His plan. So like when something don't go my way, I just pray and take a breath. Like, okay, God, it this what you want. It this what you want to happen. This is what you want to happen.
Yeah.
I can't fight you about it.
How do you pray?
Um, in Jesus' name, and then I just start praying.
Have you ever
I talk to Him just like He.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personal relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever, I did this a few times, but I don't do it a lot. I know I should, because it's like, it's a scary feeling and it's a really powerful feeling. But like, try one day, one night, whenever you pray. Like, how do you get on your knees? You just lay in bed, like standing up. I mean, you can pray anytime.
While I'm
but
reading or praying.
praying.
However, sometimes I get
whenever
on
it's
my
on.
knees.
Yeah.
If I'm in my car, then I'm in my car. If I'm in the bed, I'm in the bed.
Try it sometime, like talking to him and then keeping your hands open the whole time praying. It was a struggle, dude. It was weird. Like, I had some stuff that I was holding on to, and I was like, okay. I remember my mom telling me she would do that sometime, to where when I was in the hospital, and she was praying that maybe this surgery would go well, that I would get a better room where I was at, or I wouldn't keep throwing up the medicine they were giving me, so that it would actually stay and work. And she said she used to pray and she was digging her fingernails into her hand, like, I want this to happen so bad. And it was I. And she was like, eventually, she was talking to this lady at my church who's going through the most terrible situations just over and over again. And she had told her, she said, open your hands when you pray and stop saying I. She was like, let your will be done. What I want is, it's dust in the wind, and it always has been. So, but let your plan exist and let it carry on and let me be a part of it, God willing. And I started praying stuff like that, and my hands would like try to close, and I would struggle like getting words out. I was like, oh, this is tough. Okay, and so I'd put my hands down sometimes just to keep them open. It was crazy, but I don't know. That's why I think, like, I believe everything's spiritual.
Yeah, I don't think you're the first person to bring that up, but I haven't heard that in a while though. I don't think.
Try it out.
Yeah,
if you have something to let go or whatever it might be.
Then if I'm feeling like a real battle, I would go to there's a church that's near my house, and they have like a cross and places like you can see it kind of looks like a memorial.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go sit there and pray.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, James, this has been awesome talking to you, man.
Same to you, Isaac.
I'll thank you for being the first guest on the Finish the Race podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I want to encourage you to finish the race. Keep going. It's hard.
I was gonna hit the Ricky Bobby.
Oh, not yet. It's coming. Yeah, it's difficult. For everybody, I think, but just remember to persevere through all your endeavors, and you're gonna be all right.
And keep the faith, and your plans are not always your plans, and keep the faith.
Yeah, absolutely. If you ain't first,
you are definitely last. That is Ricky Bobby, baby. Ricky Bobby!
All right, look, we're going to end on the cookie jar. Have a nice question to end on. Get one more audience member involved. Have you ever been in love?
Nah, man. Nah, man.
And Trail just told us we have never been in love. We have been infatuated before.
I felt lust before.
There you go. Nope, never been in love. All right. That was beautiful. That's poetic. All right. Well, thank y'all for listening. This has been the first episode. Tune in. There's going to be more. James, thank you again. Looking forward to the EP. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Y'all can find me on Instagram. That's _JClean. On TikTok, that's _JClean as well. Actually, I'm sorry. My TikTok is J_Clean3. Apple Music is JClean as well. J space clean. Spotify, same thing.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will see you next time.